Thank you, General Brunson. I recognize myself first for questions. Admiral Paparo, how does the growing cooperation between China, Russia, and North Korea present challenges in your area of operations?
Chairman, each country compensates for the other's weaknesses. In this case, it's quite transactional, and there's a matter of symbiosis among it. So, for example, China has provided 70% of the machine tools and 90% of the semiconductors that support Russia's rebuilding its war machine. North Korea provides, as discussed, thousands of rounds in support and troops. And coming back to China and to North Korea are key capabilities where they would otherwise be behind that would help close the gap: submarine technology, missile technology, and surface-to-air missiles, and so forth. This is a transactional symbiosis that poses a serious challenge.
Great. General Brunson, what does the U.S. gain from our presence on the Korean Peninsula? And if in fact, your tri-command of U.S., South Korea, and UN forces didn't exist, what would it cost us to reestablish that kind of foothold on the Asian continent?
Chairman, as you know, that'll be surely a matter of policy, but from my perspective, what I see is that we've got positional advantage currently. We've had experience. You asked us in your opening to sort of highlight these things in regard to our experiences, and I can say that honestly, having been a Special Operations Joint Task Force commander in Iraq 1 year, I found myself on a FOB that I had been on as a battalion commander 6 years before. And we don't want that same condition. I think what we have to recognize is that the way that we are organized, the way that we posture ourselves in the region, we ought not seek credit for it, but we ought to at least acknowledge the fact that we're in all the places that we need to be. Capacities aside, the capabilities that are resident within the KTO presently are right where they need to be, my military assessment. I think that decisions will be made in the future, but just getting back in there and what we might be able to provide, again, in terms of protection and sustainment, which we're able to do across the globe, I think is critically important.
Great. Admiral Paparo, how can the U.S. accelerate the delivery of U.S. weapons to improve Taiwan's self-defense? How will the Taiwan Security Cooperation Initiative authorized by the FY25 NDAA help us deliver these needed capabilities to Taiwan?
Chairman, key is to remove bureaucratic, in some cases, bureaucratic limitations in order to do so. Liberalizing the supply bases, certifying supply bases, a steady flow of funds in order to fund those capabilities, and downstream long lead item matters would greatly enhance our ability to produce at speed.
And do you think that would have a deterrent effect on China's perceived opportunities?
Sir, I think it gains 3 to 5 to 1 leverage for every capability that we provide in defense.
Great, thank you.